Now from SRV Studios, Mr. Craig Thatcher. Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Schuylkill River Valley for Sidetrack Sunday number 1 for June of 2025. Excuse me, good to see everyone tonight. Hope all's doing well. And Andy, I'm sorry, maybe next week we'll do an encore. Thanks, Liz. I always like to start my live streams with one of Craig Thatcher's songs. Craig's a good friend of mine, and has graciously allowed me to use his music. Steve 87, thank you, sir. All right, let's say hello to a few people. First in tonight was Kyle Stevens. Good to see you, Kyle. Excuse me. Floyd Robbins was in, but he won't be home to watch, so I appreciate you stopping by, Floyd. James from Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Always good to see you, James. Lynn McCurdy was in early. Good to see you, Lynn. And Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Ardno. Good to see you, Gus. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Ron from Southwest Railroad will be checking in later. He's still at work. Let's see. And Dwight from the Curly Express is here. Good to see you, Dwight. Hot Dog Pilot Andy is burning the midnight oil to stay up and watch. Good to have you here, Andy. Appreciate you, man. Let's see, who else? Dave, BNSFN Scale. Good to see you, Dave. Adam Cruz is here. Good to see you, Adam. And Brad from Willow Creek Industrial Spur. Good to see you, Brad. And Ray Boble, my fellow Sidetrack Sunday guy. And we have JP from the Beaumont Hill subdivision. Good to see you, JP. Let's see here. And Liz from Windsor Valley Railroad. Good to see you, Liz. Glad you could make it in. Let's see here. JJ from the Great Northern. Good to see you, JJ. Ron Moen. Good to see you, Ron. Glad you could make it, man. And there's Stephen from Wigwag Workshop. Good to see you, Stephen. So, like I said, glad to see everybody here tonight. I hope, Steve, 87th Peace Up. I didn't say hi to you. Good to see you, Steve. Hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful day here. I hope you folks can say the same. And yeah, I want a special welcome here to Liz from Windsor Valley Railroad. I recently discovered Liz's channel thanks to Dwight. Dwight Curley had mentioned her in one of his live streams, so I stopped over to check out her channel. And Liz has a great layout and does really fantastic modeling. If you haven't been over to check out her channel yet, I encourage you to do so. She's a great modeler, and it'd be well worth your time. Oh, Ray just posted a link. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that. Okay. I don't think I had anything else to start off with. Yeah, I think that's it. So, okay. So, we the Model Railroad Show. Good to see you. Glad you can make it in, man. And James is subscribed to Liz. That's good. Glad to see it. Nothing wrong with being new, Liz. We're all new at something. And like I said, you do a really great job. So I enjoy your work. JP just subbed. Thanks, JP. It's good to see. Last I looked, she had around 80 or 81 subscribers, something like that. So hopefully we can get her up a lot closer to 100. And James, you got it. We are definitely here to have fun. Okay, so last week I gave you a little Model Railroad Show. Just subscribe to Liz. That's cool. So I started describing. Model Railroad Show was number 86. Cool, we're getting there. Yep. Remember to comment if you subscribe so YouTube doesn't take you away. Well, yeah. Some of us give you more to laugh about than others. And JJ, there we go. JJ's at 398. He's closing in on 400. He's got a 400 subscriber contest going. If you haven't seen that, stop over to JJ's channel and check out the contest. He's got some nice prizes. And Adam Cruz is sitting here at 239 subs. He's got 2 vids in the process, and we should probably try and get Adam up a little further too. So I started talking about my the diorama I'm building for my Ray's at 696. Long way to go to 1,000. Hang in there, Ray. You'll get there, man. So it's JJ needs to start the second level in order to get 2 more subs. Okay, so this is the diorama I'm building for my O-scale GG1, which I know I showed last week, but any excuse to show this logo off. As I mentioned, this was my my father's logo, and it is absolutely perfect condition. And I'm really looking forward to getting the diorama so I can I have a proper place to show it off. Right now it just sits on a shelf and it doesn't really doesn't do anything for it. And I'm actually excuse me, I'm actually looking forward to thank you, James. And Liz, thank you. It was my dad's pride and joy. And he definitely babied this locomotive. In fact, sometime this summer, I want to take it up to my Max Model Railroad Show. Appreciate it. Hey, there's Kyle back again. Good to see you, Kyle. I plan on taking this up to my buddy Craig's, the musician whose music I was playing. Take it up to his house and run it on his O-scale layout. Yes, Dwight, it does run. At least I'm pretty sure it runs. I actually haven't seen it run since I was about 11. So it's been a couple years. I did take it up to Craig's I don't know, a year or so ago, I guess, and like I was describing, my father didn't use. There's Tom Gracie. Good to see you. I hope you're still feeling well, Tom. And he just posted a new update on his train automation. That's cool. So I took it up. I took the GG1 and two other O-scale locos I have for my father, and I took them up to Craig's to run them on his layout. And my father didn't use the standard three-rail O-scale track. He hated the look of that center rail, and I tend to share his feelings on it. He used what was called, at least at the time, there's Bob from PK&W Model Works. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, man. Glad you can make it in. He was supporting his wife, which means listening patiently and nodding a lot. So I took it up to. Oh, I'm sorry. So he didn't use the standard three rail O-scale track. He used, it was called Super O. At least at the time it was. I don't know if it's even still made anymore. But what Lionel did was, instead of the third rail, there's John Train. Excuse me. There's John Train BFGR. Good to see you, John. So what Lionel did was they replaced that third rail with a really thin piece of blackened brass. And there's Mike, the rail artist. Good to see you, Mike. And that track just looked so much better. You didn't see that big center rail there, and being blackened. I mean, you could see it, of course, but when you were watching the trains, you didn't even notice it. It just kind of disappeared. So anyhow, I took the locomotive up to Craig's, and let's see if I can get the rollers right here. I never noticed it, but from all the years we had of running it, I'll get back to that, Steve, in a second. So for all the years of running it, we had wore a groove into those rollers. So when I took it up to Craig's and put it on track, powered it up, and the lights came on, and it was trying to go, but it just wouldn't. And that's when we took it off and noticed that the groove had been worn in there. So we could get it to run if you hold it down and shake it a little bit, but the connectivity just wasn't good enough. So I've replaced the rollers and some pickups and took it apart and oiled it up, greased it up. So it's ready to go, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to run. It's just a matter of working out some time with Craig to get up there. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, it's been since I was about 11. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Yes, I will get it to run. So anyhow, I was talking about the a display case, really, display diorama for it, and I'm going to be modeling a prototypical scene. There's not far from where I grew up in Sweetland, Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Railroad had what was called the Trenton Cutoff, which separated from the main line just east of Harrisburg and went up to Trenton, just south of New York City. And the idea was to bypass the heavy traffic in Philadelphia. So anything going from Harrisburg to New York or vice versa would save quite a few miles, of course, and bypass all that traffic. Yeah, that's cool, Dwight. That's really cool. This has been a few more than 30 years running, but like I said, I'm really, really confident it's going to run. So anyhow, there's an underpass that goes under the thanks, James. Oh, it's got to be more than 107 by now. And it's a nice very photogenic, very decent scene. But I've had to reevaluate the scene a little bit. What I was talking about last time, Trenton Cutoff. That was a little bit before my time, Steve. Just a little bit. So what I had, yes, Dave, it certainly does. Am I okay? Am I okay, J2? Yes, I'm fine. Just a frog in my throat. Anyhow, what do you have? Yes, I do, Bob. I will certainly be getting to them. So what I was planning on doing was the underpass itself, a strip of the Trenton Cutoff going across it. Thank you, Kyle. You're all right, man. And then I was going to include yep, good point. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So it actually saved quite a bit of time and quite a few miles. And back up until the early 40s, it was all electrified. Apparently, some of the electrification lasted much longer, but the section that I'm modeling, they de-electrified it in the early 40s sometime. So I was going to include there's a factory right up alongside the Trenton Cutoff, and then a Quonset hut diner also on the corner. Oh, there's almost no hope of getting it done this year, James. Come on now. Give me a little faith. Got to agree with that, Mike. And the Quonset diner I was going to include. But I kind of fell into a trap here. Now, I've done enough modeling, I've done enough dioramas and created enough scenes on several layouts now that I'm usually pretty good at visualizing what I want in scale, so that when I go to actually create it, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty close to what I had in my head. So I had worked out in my head this beautiful scene that I wanted to do. Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. And I mean, I was thrilled with it until I get down to actually coming up with some dimensions and sketching it out. And that's when it occurred to me that, being mostly HO, I was thinking of it in terms of HO. One of the nicest things anybody's ever said to me, Kyle. Thank you. And like I said, I'm primarily an HO modeler, so that's what I was visualizing everything in. And this is a no scale loco, so very true, Steve. So, and this diorama, yes, definitely. Oops, I just never even considered the fact that this was O scale until I started putting it on paper. So when I started working it out, I mean this thing was going to be huge. It was going to be. I was going to need at least, just for the Trenton cutoff and the underpass, I was going to need a depth of about 18 inches. I had planned on putting a backdrop behind it so that when you look through the overpass, you could actually see the Pennsylvania Turnpike Bridge behind it, which is actually there. So I was going to need another couple. Dave from DB Tech, good to see you, but sorry you broke the lawnmower. Maybe it's telling you something. Stop cutting the grass. So I was going to need, a couple inches behind the underpass, for a little separation to the backdrop. And then I was going to need better than a foot in front of it to get the factory and the Quonset up. So yeah, I have actually thought about that, James. And so by the time I got done, this thing was going to be a minimum of 30 inches deep and, a good, 24 inches wide. At least, probably more like 30 or 32 inches wide. And it's just, I don't really have a place to put something that size. So I've had to redo it. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm just going to model the underpass and the Trenton cutoff. I'm not going to have any. I'm not going to have the factory. I'm not going to have the diner, and I'm not going to have a backdrop. I'm going to so you'll be able to probably no tools tonight, James. So you'll be able to view it from either side. And like I said, it's just going to be a display case, something that I'm kicking around, and I'm not. Oh, I agree, absolutely, Bob. I intend to put that on my HO layout. It's just too cool of a structure. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Bob. So it's just going to be the Trenton cutoff, the underpass, and just the grass on the hills. Otherwise, I just really wouldn't have any place to put it. So let's see what I got here. Okay, so this is the basic layout that I'm going to have here. I know what I started to say. What I'm considering, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or not. It's going to depend a lot on cost, because it'll be a fairly pricey thing to do. But I am thinking of making I am thinking about making a plexiglass cover over it to make it, very much a display case. What will be visible under and through the bridge? Under the bridge will of course be the road, Crooked Lane, and through the bridge it's just going to be open in the back. You'll be able to turn the diorama so you can see it from either side. But yeah, no, there's just really, I don't see any room for it. What I've drawn here is to scale. That's 18 inches by 18 inches. Oh, Nathan DeLay, good to see you, Nathan. Glad you could make it. And Ken Amos, good to see you, Ken. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, my apologies. So that's 18 inches by 18 inches. I've shown both. The Trenton cutoff goes over Crooked Lane at an angle. Well, thank you, Dwight. I appreciate that, man. So I'm going to, on the 2 feet by 10 feet by 10 inches. Not sure what the 10 inches represents, Andy. So I'm going to have both of them on the diorama at an angle. You can see alongside the black section, which is Crooked Lane. The darker gray pieces are the sidewalls of the bridge. Yeah, that's part of the idea, Bob, for sure. Oh, no, 10 inches deep would never make it. The bridge itself is 16 inches, or the sidewalls are 16 inches. So that was kind of the deciding factor. I could have cut them down, and I thought about that, but it doesn't look right cut down. So I'm not going to cut it down. So that's what it's going to be. Probably have the nice rounded corners. I'm not sure about that. If I go for the plexiglass top, then I won't do the rounded corners. The railroad is the gray section on top that says Trenton Cutoff, JP. Hey, JD, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. And to answer Steve 87's question earlier, yes, there would be catenary. That's definitely a good point, Bob. There will be catenary. I'm not going to bother electrifying it all. The only electric that would be, the only thing that would light up is, this locomotive doesn't have any sound. Would be, the classification lights up here and the headlights. And I don't really think that's going to be worth it to electrify it. Besides, I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to be putting this on in the center of my dining room table. kind of as a centerpiece there. So I don't really want the wire sticking out. Joe Rader, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. So let's see what I have next here. Okay, this is the at least the rest of this year, Dwight. Come on, give me credit, man. Nathan, this is going to be a separate diorama. My layout is HO, and this is for O scale. So this is going to be a separate, just a display case, really, for the GG1. Thank you, Liz. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll definitely like it. So this is the actual scene. The road here is Crooked Lane. You know what? I haven't worked all of that out yet, Steve, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Bob. Most of the time I just shove a sandwich down my throat or something, so I might actually sit down and take some time and enjoy dinner. So this is the excuse me, the bridge for the Trenton Cutoff is up there at the top, and this is Crooked Lane in King of Prussia. So this is a prototypical scene. Well, it's probably going to be maybe a pickup truck or so from the 40s or the late 30s. Since the Pennsylvania Railroad de-electrified this section of the Trenton Cutoff in the early 40s, I really can't go any later than that. And I thought about it, and I'm only going to have one vehicle. This area, let's see the bridges. Actually, it's 11 feet 11 inches according to the sign. But yeah, it's definitely been nicked a few times. So I'm thinking about maybe one pickup truck or something, or one car, because this area didn't see a lot of traffic, certainly not in the 40s. So that's so yeah, there will be a vehicle under there. You got to have something for bring it to life. Probably not a Model T, Edward, and welcome. Good to see you, man. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about maybe a very early 40s pickup truck. Keep it relatively new. We'll see. Let's see. So let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, so what I did was this is Google Earth, and I took a good top-down view and used Google's distance tool, and it came up to my rough estimation of the Dave, something like that's exactly it, something like a sedan delivery van or something along those lines. Which would probably have been one of the more common vehicles in the 40s that you would have seen around this place. Yeah, that was a little bit before my time. I'm definitely going to weather the pickup truck, Nathan. I'm not sure how heavily. That'll depend really on what vehicle I end up with. If it's something, from the early to mid 40s, then it'll just be mostly dust and dirt. If I pick something from the later 30s, then I can rust it up a little bit more. But interesting question, Bob. Or excuse me, Ray. It's single track now. and it's been single track as long as I remember. But back in the 40s, it was double track. There may be parts of it. I mean, the line still exists, and it's still being used. And there may still be parts of it that are double track. I don't know, but this section through King of Prussia has been single track for quite a while. But I'm going to model it double track. Let's see. In the 40s, my dad would have had probably a Chevy. Only a little bit, Kyle. Just a short bit of time. Jogger running down the trackside. That's interesting, Dwight. There you go. No one was jogging in the 30s. I got it. Actually, what I was kind of thinking. Wow, I'm guessing. Honestly, I don't know, Nathan. I don't know whether it's CSX or NS. To be honest with you. All right. Well, I hope the storm misses you, Liz. What I am kind of kicking around is having my father alongside the tracks, because what he used to do is he used to hop the trains on his way to school and on his way home. I don't think he actually hopped anything up here on the Trenton Cutoff, but the ump had a connection to the Trenton Cutoff, and he used to hop the trains and running out there. So I may end up having my father up there walking along the tracks trying to get hit by a train or something. So anyhow, I use the Google measuring tool here, and with my rough estimation of the sides of the that's a good point, James. I actually have my father had an uncle who did time for bootlegging. Let's see. It's at the corner of Crooked Lane and Church Road in King of Prussia. I don't have an actual address for it, but yeah, it's Crooked Lane and Church Road in King of Prussia. Yeah, thanks, Ray. You're all right, man. So anyhow, I came up with 32.02 feet, and that's probably just because I didn't get my cursor right on the edge of right at the edge of the bridge. So I went with the 32-foot wide bridge. No, I would doubt that, Nathan. This was Pennsylvania Railroad, so then it would have turned into Conrail. Well, it probably would have gone to Penn Central, then Conrail, and well, I don't know whether CS or NSX has it. Rusty, how are you? Good to see you. No, I'm talking about my great Uncle Tom. So anyhow, I determined that it was going to be a 32-foot wide bridge. So then I came up with, well, Joe, that'll happen when you have a birthday every day, man. So I used Tinkercad to come up with just a mock-up here to make sure I like the scale of it, the proportions of it. So it's 32 feet front width of the bridge. The road I'm going with about 21 feet. I'm going with 9-foot lanes, which is about right. I didn't get out and measure them, but that's about right for there. And there is just a very small shoulder running on either side. And according to the sign, no, Rusty, he didn't. And according to the sign, it's 11 feet 11 inches. That's our current sign. So I really don't know what it was in the 40s. It was probably a little bit taller, but it's been repaved at least a couple times in there. So let's see. It's interesting, Mike. I grew up in King of Prussia. I moved a bit further north now, but yeah, actually in Sweetland, which was part of Upper Merion Township, at which King of Prussia is also, but we were actually separated from most of the rest of the township by the town of Bridgeport. And actually, my father's great aunt was a career Army nurse. She served in World War II and Korea, so she was probably at Annapolis at some point, but would have been before you. So, like I said, I'm going to go with the 11 feet 11 inches that it is now. I don't know what it was in the 40s, but... John, have I ever been to Kempton? I don't think so, Nathan. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever been there. Well, I used to drive under this almost every day, but I moved a little bit further north, so I don't get down there all that often now. What is apples? Not sure what you mean. Oh, Annapolis, Nathan. Annapolis, Maryland. Well, yeah, but Mike, but she served in World War II in Korea. So, I mean, she was out of there long before the 70s. Hey, Heath, I've had quite a few birthdays in King of Prussia for quite a few years. Good to see you, Heath. So from there, I extracted this drawing, which is a cross cut of half of the bridge. How I'm going to do the bridge, I'm going to pour it out of plaster. So I'm going to make this mold. I'm going to make out of wood. I believe I looked up WKNS Railroad, Nathan, and I believe I'm about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes from there. A lot of that depends on traffic, of course. So I'm going to make this mold out of wood because I'm not going to make a positive of it. The mold is going to be the negative. The reason I'm doing that is, let me see. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it in that picture, but you can see it just under the bridge width equals 32 feet. You can barely see the date that's been carved into the bridge or etched into the bridge. It was 1915. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 3D print that, just that date plate, so that and when I attach it to the mold on the outside of the upper portion there, and I pour the plaster, you'll be able to read the date in the proper direction. In order to do that for both halves, I would need to make two molds, because of course the date will be reversed. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make the mold the negative and then pour the positive. I'm not going to carve the wood, Nathan. the dimensions are pretty simple. The curved part in the front, I have a piece of 1/4 inch lath that I'll have to round the corner over, but that won't be too tough to do. And the rest of it's really just square. So it's what is it? 8 inches wide by 7.5 inches long, I think. So that's not going to be hard to do. But it's because I want to get the date etched into the side of the bridge, and I don't really want to make 2 molds. The main reason is just getting making the 2 molds out of wood and getting them exact. It's going to be, pouring the 2 molds out of silicone and getting them to be exact is going to be a little bit more work than doing it this way. So that's how I'm going to do that. Yes, Steve, you're absolutely right. And what I don't show on here is opposite the curve. I'm going to angle that piece, and I will also be reinforcing this with wire or something. Anytime I pour any significant sized plaster, I always reinforce it, with miniature rebar. I'm not sure, Edward. I may 3D print the railings. They're pretty simple. I may just make them out of brass wire and bend it. I haven't decided. I'll figure that one out when I get there. So let's see. Then this is Plastic has rails. That's certainly an option, and I consider that. I really like modeling things like this. Anything that's made out of stone or concrete, I like doing it in plaster. There's nothing I can 3D print it, and yeah, I can. I mean, I've already designed it in Tinkercad, so I could just 3D print it. But now I'm making plastic look like stone or concrete, which certainly can be done, and I've done it, and it comes out. I'm happy with it. But nothing really duplicates the look of stone or concrete like plaster. So that's why I'm doing this. It's more work than it needs to be, I guess. But I want this to really be a showcase piece. I have a couple of different things. I've used picture hanging wire. I've used just brass wire. I've used paper clips. Bend the paper clip out and use that. Anything along that line. And I've also used it's a plastic tape, mesh tape, that's used for putting the corners. When you're putting drywall together, you put it in the corner and then plaster it so it holds the corners together. So I've used that as well, and I might end up using some of that for this. Anything really the whole idea is if it does break or crack, it holds it together. Good point, Mike. Good point. Yeah, it kind of does, and that's really prototypical. That's what the prototype looks like. The gray area is all stone, and the part shown in the whatever that is, tan, is all poured concrete. Hey, Jason, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Yeah, very good, JP. I've used the weathering powder and hairspray. Never thought of the baking soda in the paint though. That's a good point. But even though, I mean, like I said, you could. Yes, I've definitely used. Oh yeah, okay. That's what Bob was saying. The mesh drywall tape, and I've used metal screen before. So like I said, as long as if it does crack, it stays together. And because this is stone and concrete, it's probably going to crack. No, I think I can handle that without Bob. I'll save Bob for backdrops. But so the great part is all stone. It's all stacked stones, and the tan part is all the poured concrete. Oh, interesting, Nathan. That'd be cool to see. I don't think I have anything else here. No, we're back to that. Okay. So that's where the planning is so far. Oh, we can always get Jason. What are they called? String brake ties. What are they called? I forget what they're called. But I'm sure we could get Jason one of those, make him a real colonel. So that's the planning at this point. Like I said, it's see, there you go, Rusty. You can actually just use a shoelace. You just need the little clip. What? That's right. I did forget something. Yes, they are actually individual real stones. This bridge goes back to 1915, so I will be carving them out. All right, JP, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. That's it. Bolo tie. I couldn't think of it. There was something here I forgot to show or mention. For this, I'm going to pour a silicone mold. This is going to be big, but the two sides are identical. So now I can make one mold and yep. I mean, you make one mold and do both sides of it, so it's not quite as wasteful. A little bit wasteful, but not too much. But I'm going to no, Nathan, this bridge, the concrete bridge, was put in 1915. I don't know when the Trenton Cutoff came across there. If it was before that, I don't know if there was what any previous bridge might have been. That's the only bridge, of course, that I've ever seen. And being 1915, it may have been the original bridge. So I'll make the tan portion out of a 1/4-inch plywood, which will give me about a foot thick. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I probably could, Dave, but I think I'm going to go this route. I actually did think of that. I do have a mold for that I made that I could probably use. It's for HO, but it's for larger HO stones, so it might actually work for these. But I'm thinking, at least at this point, I'm thinking just to make the one mold. I'll make the like I said, the tan part will all be 1/4-inch plywood, which will give me about a foot thick of concrete. And then I'll put another 1/4-inch on top of that, cut into the stair steps to make the stones. I'm not sure. I haven't actually gotten to the mold yet, and anything anything is open for change at this point. So that's where I am now. As far as this diorama goes, I plan on starting the you know what? I might be able to get real stones, but getting enough nice rectangular ones of real similar size, which this bridge is made out of, yeah, might be a little bit more difficult. I might actually look into that, Steve. That's an interesting thought. My Life's Tracks. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. You modeled famous Art Fern Slauson cutoff just after the fork in the road. Sorry, I don't get it. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. So that's where it sits. I plan on starting the making the mold for the bridge deck itself this week. I want to get that done, make both halves, and put it together before I start the mold for the sides, so I can get everything. I'm hoping a little bit before that. That's a thought, Steve. I might look into that. So you guys are just making it longer for this, since now I have to go do some research. But anyhow, I'm going to start with making the mold for that portion of the bridge, so that when I make the mold for the other one, I can make sure that I get the dimensions and make sure it fits right. Absolutely. Thank you, Jason. Oh, cool. Liz is up to 93 subs. Awesome. That's good to hear. Just a few more, Liz. Sometimes it feels like that, Steve. So now I'm hoping within maybe a year. Let's see. No, I definitely learned, Joe. It'll never get finished if I do that. Yep, so close to 100. You're getting there, Liz. 7 more. If you guys haven't checked out Liz yet, please go ahead and check it out. It's well worth the time. Yep, very good point, Bob. Rusty made you 94. Very cool. Very cool. Glad to see it. Oh, Johnny Carson reference. Okay, I understand you now. It's been a while since I've heard Johnny. So, all right, Adam. Good to see you, man. Glad you stopped in. And Jason got you up to 96. Almost there. Almost there, Liz. All right, you heard it, guys. Tequila's on Liz if she gets to 100. How did I get into YouTube? The whole reason I got into YouTube, Nathan. So I started building my layout, and I didn't have any pictures at all from my first layout. I can't tell you why. There wasn't a reason. I just never thought to take a picture. And that kind of bothered me because I'd gotten pretty far with it. I'd done some decent work, and I would have loved to have pictures of it. So I decided I was just going to video this and get some pictures, and just for nostalgia's sake, so I can look back and see what I've done. And I decided to put it on YouTube. I thought that would be cool. Raymond Anthony, good to see you, man. Put it on YouTube, and I really didn't expect to get any subs. So then, I browbeat some friends to subs so that I got up to, I think, 10 or so. And Vinny shouted me out, and I picked up like 20 subs that night. And Wilma shouted me out, and I picked up a bunch of subs. And before I knew it, it was just I was shocked. I couldn't believe it actually that I got to 100 subs. What layout number am I on? This HO layout is technically number 2. The first one was a lot bigger, counted for 2. And the N-scale layout that I'm still working on, that was technically number 3. And there's Ron from the Southwest Railroad. Good to see you, Ron. Glad you could make it. And Randall Ellison, good to see you, man. And let's see, Bob was Liz's subscriber number 98. So, Liz, you're almost there. That's cool. So that's really about all I had for tonight, folks. Like I said, I will be starting on the molds, at least for the bridge for next month, and hopefully get a lot further along. We'll go from there. There's Ray posting Liz's link again. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that. Liz, I think Liz only needs 2 more. And Jason, Sparky got you to 100. Okay. I don't think Sparky ever got me any. I'm kidding. I'm sure he did. I was just picking on Sparky in case he's lurking. So let's see. Next week, I believe, is David over at DB Tech. So don't forget, stop in and check him out. And next week is Dave. Thank you, Ray. I thought that was the case. So don't forget to stop in and check out Dave. He's always got something interesting. And cool, Bob. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I'm with you. I kind of would love to have kept the diner, but it would just be too big. So yeah. Don't forget. Let's go over and give Dave at DB Tech a hard time next Sunday night. See what he's up to. So my life tracks is 100. Wow. All right. Good for you. Thanks, Steve. All right. So I'm going to thanks, Kyle. The catenary is definitely staying, man. That's one of the draws of this. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate you staying all through the show, the whole show. Ron, I'm about talked out, Ron. Sorry. There's Brian. Good to see you, Brian. And I'm guessing AJ, since you said we. Glad to see you guys, and yeah, check out the replay. All right, so like I said, David DB Tech next week. I think Off Track Monday should be James tomorrow night. I think. Now Raymond Anthony next week is Dave at DB Tech. Thank you, Ken. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. All right. Liz is at 101 subscribers. Very cool. And my life's tracks was the 100th. That's awesome. Good to see. Good to see. Congrats, Liz. Sounds like you owe us all a tequila now. DB Tech's going to be repairing a mower deck next week. Okay, so like I said, that's about it. We'll see you next week over at Dave's. See you tomorrow, I think, at James Dundas Junction. Let's see. James said might be a late surprise show tomorrow. Okay, so maybe we'll see you, maybe not. Did I ever try moonshine? Yes, I have, Nathan. I know a guy who makes some really, really good moonshine, and actually his sister makes even much better moonshine. So yes, I have it. I have tried it. Like I said, let's see, Tuesday night. Who is Tuesday night? Tuesday night should be Wilmer. And after that, I kind of lose track. So I'll see you all during the week someplace. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening and a great week. Take care, all.